Thank you guys for joining me. Good morning, Chris, for day 2 of our 5 days of peace. So I hope you guys enjoyed day 1, and I hope you guys did the homework to write down the definition and really begin to shift your mindset as to what peace really is, that it's not external, but that it's internal. So the first thing that we need to do when we're working on a topic or working on kind of new mindset, first it has to start in our mind, right? So that's why we started there. Is first we have to shift the way that we think about things. But that's not enough to change everything, right? It has to go from our head to our heart. So today we're going to talk about how we get our head knowledge into our heart, right? Matthew 12:34 says, out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. Right? And then in Proverbs 18, it says death and life are in your tongue. So we have to understand that we have to get things that we know from our head into our heart, because then it's going to come out of us as spoken, right? And as we speak it out, we're going to create life. We're literally going to speak that into existence, right? Just like the Creator spoke things into existence. We were created in His image, which means we are able to speak those things into existence as well. So we're going to talk about how we get peace from our head into our heart. Okay, so yesterday we talked about John 14:27, right? Where Jesus says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. So we know that Jesus actually gave us peace, right? We are supposed to actually walk in peace because He gave it to us. But how do we do that? Sometimes that's not easy. Even though we know it's internal, sometimes external circumstances can be challenging and can make it difficult for us to stay in that peace. Well, let's look at the verse right before that, verse 26, right? It says, but the helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things. There's key number 1 right there, right? Holy Spirit was sent to teach us all things. Okay. That's great, Chris. He said it was crazy that he focused on peace yesterday, and he noticed things that tried to pull him out of peace. Yes, that's very true. A lot of times when you focus on things, that can happen, and then you have to readjust, right? You got to continually be focusing on that. And this is where Holy Spirit comes into play, right? He is the best teacher you could ever have. Right? There is no situation, no question, nothing that He doesn't have the answer for. So as we're learning to walk in peace, He's right there with us, the best teacher we could ever have. And we're able to just say, okay, how do we walk in peace in this situation? Show me how we go about this in a way that you want me to, in a peaceful way. Right? So key number 1 is that we have Holy Spirit to teach us. He's the best teacher, and He's right there with us. But then we have key number 2. This one's a good one too. All right. Our peace comes from completeness and oneness with the Prince of Peace. If you remember from yesterday, one of the definition of shalom is completeness, right? Well, since we have the Prince of Peace within us, we are complete, right? We are made whole. That's already done. That's a done deal. So we are one with the Prince of Peace, which means we have full and complete access to the Prince of Peace. Sometimes it may not feel like it. And why is that? It doesn't mean that He's not there. It doesn't mean that we aren't able to access it. It means that we are aware of it. We have to shift our awareness. We have to partner with truth and say, you know what? I have the Prince of Peace within me. He says that He gave me peace. He gave me the Holy Spirit to teach me how to use this peace, how to walk in this peace. And now I need to shift my awareness and say, yes, I partner with truth. I do have peace within me. And how do I walk this out, Holy Spirit? So we have everything we need within us. It's a matter of shifting our awareness and partnering with the truth of that to begin to walk that out. All right. So Jesus came to set us free, right? And that includes setting us free in our mind. And again, that's a definition of peace. It's free from agitation of the mind. Jesus came to set us free from that agitation, which gives us peace and allows us to walk in that peace. So today I want you guys to think about, how do I focus on the oneness, on the completeness that I know I already have, but how do I focus on this and partner with truth in a better way so that I can actually walk out this peace? So that even if there's circumstances, like Chris said, as he focused more on peace, he could feel things pulling him away. Then that's when you refocus and you come right back and you go, okay, Holy Spirit, teach me how to stay in this path of peace. I know that I have the Prince of Peace within me. So how do I walk this peace out, right? How do I stay focused on you? How do I stay focused on the truth of our oneness, of our completeness, of the peace that is internal within me, that it's not about a feeling, it's not about the external circumstances, that it is about inside, right? It's about the internal peace that we have, but we have to become aware of it because we have to line up with Holy Spirit. We have to line up with the Father and say, here we go. Regardless of circumstances, I'm going to walk in peace today. So Holy Spirit, help me, right? Help me and teach me how to stay on this path of peace as I become aware of the truth of I'm supposed to walk in peace. My life isn't supposed to be chaos. It's not supposed to be worry and stress. It's supposed to be peace, regardless of the external circumstances. And sometimes it can be challenging. Sometimes it can be challenging just as you start. And the more you do it, the more you'll recognize that the more you focus on the truth of I have peace within me. Jesus gave me peace. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. I have a whole lot of peace internally. All I have to do is focus on that, line myself up with that truth, and I'm able to walk that out in a way that changes external circumstances, right? Because as you walk in peace, you'll notice things begin to change. There's that saying, killing them with kindness, somebody's not being real nice, when you're kind to them, it changes things. Peace does the same thing. When there's chaos, when there's worry, when there's stress, when you bring peace into that situation, it changes the atmosphere. It changes that situation. And then you're able to walk through it in a completely different way. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I want you guys today to focus on your completeness and your oneness with the Prince of Peace. Ask Holy Spirit to help you today as you walk in peace. Okay, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to talk a little bit more on how we walk in peace. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.